The deadline to apply for this scholarship is the 28th of February. And before I tell you more about the scholarship, you can also apply directly to the university because the tuition for that university is just 500 Swiss francs, which is about 535 euros per year. So I'm going to tell you the programs that are available for you to apply for. They are English programs. You can make application and you don't have to pay an application fee. But before I go further, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you are visiting for the first time. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you for your support on this channel. Please always try and interact with this video either by liking it or disliking it so that I can be able to understand what type of content you guys want me to make research about. The name of this university is Université de Genève, which is University of Geneva in Switzerland. And at this university, we can find the programs that are available. If you go to the sections that says program, we can filter the program by the ones that are taught exclusively in English. And you can see here that we have these programs that are taught in English. You can see the application start date and the deadline. So they have varying deadlines. Some are, the deadline for some are in 7 days time, while some have until February for you to make your application. And you can see, instead of you leaving this video, I'm just going to scroll to the programs that are available for you to study in English. So these programs are available. You can also do your doctoral program at this university if you are interested. So all these particular programs I'm showing you are all available for you to study. So there are so many of them, I can't even list them. That's why I'm scrolling on my screen for you to have a glimpse of the programs that you can study. Now, the next thing I'm going to be providing you information about is the scholarship, which I mentioned at the beginning of this video. If you want to know the requirements to make application for any of this program, all you need to do is for you to choose one of the programs that is shown on the screen. So let's, for instance, we are interested in let me choose one that I'm more familiar with. Let's choose Planetary Health. So this program, you can see here the objective of the programs is giving you a short overview here on the right. So you can see that the application window for this particular one is even wide. It's going to be taught in English. It's an on-site program, and the type of audience that this particular program is targeted towards, the structure, and the director if you need to contact them by email. So what about the scholarship that I mentioned at the beginning of this video? Yes, let's go into that because that's what is more interesting for you guys to know about. The name of the scholarship is known as the Excellent Master Fellowship, and this fellowship is estimated at about 10,000 Swiss francs to about 15,000 Swiss francs, which is like about 10,000 euros per year. And it can be extended for the second year of your master program if you demonstrate that you've successfully completed a semester. So this means that you need to, apart from you getting it now, you need to study hard to be able to retain that scholarship. And this particular scholarship also requires you to make your application. And in order for you to make your application, you can see here, if you're already an existing student of University of Geneva or Geneva, then you will need to upload a copy of your University of Geneva student card. But for those that are going to be making the application for the first time, like most of you are my viewers, then it is sufficient for you to use, for your proof of application, your application email. So where the proof of your application, I meant when you're making your application, you will get a confirmation that you've submitted an application, so you can use that as your proof, which says that proof you have started the matriculation process. So you can use that as a proof that you're applying to this university for your program. The document that is required of you includes a scanned copy of your national identity card. Most time it's best to use the international passport page. Your curriculum vitae, the maximum of 2 pages. If you have one that is more than 2 pages, you can always search for CV format on 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 the internet, and then you'll see how people structure their contents of their CV. That way you can be able to re-strategize and redesign your CV. The document that they also require is for you to provide a transcript of exam that you've passed in your undergraduate degree. You need a motivation letter, which you have to describe your specific scientific interest, why you want to choose that program, and why University of Geneva. Also, you are going to need a letter of references from 2 professors. They didn't say pastor, they didn't say imam, and they didn't say friend. From 2 professors. So this is one of the things that show whether you have a good relationship with your professors during your undergraduate degree. So those people have to attest to your program, how good you were in your undergraduate degree. Another thing they require is information about GRE, which is the General Examination Requirement. That is for those that will be applying for programs that requires it. You that don't need the GRE for your chosen field of study, you are going to need to provide language test, which is your either IELTS or TOEFL. And you're going to be submitting your application online. The deadline, as I've mentioned at the beginning of this video, is the 28th of February for non-European students. European students' deadline is the 14th of April. In order for us to access more information about making the application, they've written here that we should check for more information on the admission office page, and which if we open, you can see here it says the procedure to apply is now online, and for people without a Swiss degree, the deadline is February the 28th of February. So the first process is for us to filter by the program we want to study, which what you have to do is to select the semester you're applying for. So let's autumn is around September, so we choose an autumn. The program you want to apply for is a bachelor degree. You can choose the faculty you want to study in. Let's say science faculty, since the scholarship. And then we are non-EU students, and we already have a bachelor degree, and we obtain that degree from outside of Switzerland. So we'll validate that, and that will then anyway, if you do this validation, that's going to provide you with programs that are available for you to apply for. So let me choose another faculty. Maybe that will. All the field of both must be completed before validation. Yeah, I did this just 1 minute ago. Anyway, this particular validation will provide you with the programs which I already showed earlier here. I've opened too many pages, sorry. And also, I'm sorry that I will not be able to edit this video before it goes online, because my little one now requires more of my time. So for us to then go to the next stage, the first page is going to show you the programs available, and then the next for you is to find the condition and application deadline, which I already provided you with the information. So you need to familiarize yourself with the general terms and condition, which is written here. Now, in order for you to do a diploma, you need a recognized undergraduate degree, which is a bachelor degree. And if you don't have a bachelor degree, you can apply for one at the university. So if you do not hold a bachelor or an undergraduate degree, enrollment may be considered for a bachelor degree provided the general terms and conditions for enrollment are met. The second is the specific requirement, specific procedure. So for all these particular programs that require specific information, please try and digest the additional requirements that is being stated there. And the deadline you are now familiar with is that application for registration can be started as early as mid-January. Deadline February 28th. So after this deadline, you are not going to be successful in making any application. And the document required of you, your identity document, which we said your passport. If you're already in Switzerland, then you need your Swiss residence permit. You need a degree of your certificate of your previous degree. You need the transcript of those degrees. And then if you are studying a program that is not taught in English, you need a French diploma certificate, which needs to be at the level of B2. And if your document you're going to be using to make application is not in English, German, or Italian, then you will need to provide a translation of those copy. And the reason they've listed all these languages is because in Switzerland there are more than one English. There are more than one language that is being taught. So that is being spoken there, I meant by French. So this is German, Swiss France, or Swiss French, something like that. Yeah. And then the registration fee, of course, which is the most important part for my viewers. To submit your application, you are going to be spending 65 Swiss francs, which should be about let's say 65 Swiss francs. That's about 68 or 70 euros, or $70, I mean. They said holders of the following permit are exempt from applying, so from paying the fee. So if you are a refugee or a foreigner that currently reside in Switzerland, then you don't have to pay the registration fee. Registration is free for applicants with a recognized Swiss diploma or secondary school certificates. So in your case, you will not need to pay the application fee. And then the third step is for you to start your application. And by starting your application, for those doing bachelor's or master's, you will select that you want to apply for a basic curriculum. And then you can start making the application through that portal. And for the scholarship, the link to apply for the scholarship is on the scholarship page, which I'm going to provide you the link to that scholarship page in the description box of this video. So all you just have to do is to click on access the online application form, and you can submit your application for the scholarship as well. Sorry that this video there are some hiccup. It's just that maybe I closed some pages when I was getting ready for the video. I wish you all the best with your application. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.